Hello, 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 my darlings. Thank you for joining me on A Slice of Life, A Slice of Life. Well, it's Tuesday after the election. And guess what? My mother always says day follows night, night follows day. And the election is over and we have to move on because we have things to do. We're super aging. We're getting older without getting old. I don't know them. They don't know me. I just like their book. I like what they have to say. I like their subtitle. And I love you. And that's why I'm doing it. But you know what? I normally don't use anybody else's work, but I love some Tony Gaskin. I really do. I like the way he just stands up and says, "I'm a man. I'm a Christian, and this is how I fight this battle called life." I like him, and I like the way he uses Christian principles the same way as Myron Golden uses Christian principles. I just like that whole thing. The same way my daughter, Reverend Evelyn Sanders Swafford, in her book, she did Lord Have Mercy, and she has a series on YouTube, also mother and daughter on YouTube, using Christian principles. And so we have to look at this election. We have to look at this election through some Christian eyes, so through some Christian lens, through some home training that you receive. You got to look at this election through, and remember, this is what Tony said: you have agency over your life. And so I'm gonna copy that, Tony Gaston, because I like what you said. You have agency over your life. I know between now and January 20th, we need to be laying some kind of foundation for what we're going to do, where we're going to be, how we're going to do it. And the reason why I say that, because I believe once he raises his right hand, 45, who is now 47, that's what I never call his name, 45, who's now 47. Once he raises his hand on January 20th, 2025, I think we're going to be in for some surprises. But we shouldn't be surprised. We should be prepared. How should we be prepared? Well, day follows night, night follows day. You still working on your business, then work on your business even harder. If you're still working, you're working on school, then work on school even harder. Whatever that is that you're doing, then make sure that that is in place and solid and locked up. Make sure your family is you all on one train. All of them that's on different trains, get them back on train. Get something solid going on with you. And what did Tony say today? And I like what he said. He said, you blaming your life on the shortcomings of another human. I said, wait a minute now. I got to give you that one, Tony. He said, you blame your life shortcomings because of another human. He's absolutely correct. How is another human going to impact us when we have God on our side? Well, we got God on our side. We're Christians. We understand what to do. We know how to pray. You said, well, he didn't answer our prayer. Well, you don't know. You don't know our prayer could be answered. This is the time that we're supposed to see. He needs to be there. If you think about it, with the whole country going red like that, he needs to be there, and some people need to see some stuff. And of course, we will be impacted just as humans and as African Americans and as citizens. We all gonna be impacted by whatever that is after he raises his hand. But I need you to know that the whole world, and all them red people need to see what some of us already know is gonna happen. And so since we know it's gonna happen, and we know what we're dealing with, you got to know who you're dealing with. You know who you're dealing with. Then you know how to prepare yourself for what's coming. Now, how do you do that? Well, one of the things that Tony says, if you have a business, to make sure that you have your business going, your products going, your business license in place, your passports, all the things that you put off doing, don't put it off anymore. You have between now and January the 20th to get all that together. So when they raise the right hand, whatever goes on, you can sit there, and when the ceremony is over, or if you're not watching it, you can go on back to whatever you're doing, because all your stuff is lined up. We're going into 2025, then you need to have everything lined up anyway. Y'all youngins, y'all 30, 40, and 50 years old, y'all got whatever happens on January 24th, it's going to impact you. So you need to have some of that ready. And how do you have it ready? By get ready, get ready, get ready. You know, do you have, what did he talk about? Content creators, producers, all of us who are doing what we do, just double down and do it more. Make sure you're consistent with everything you do. And make sure you got your LLCs and your business license. Make sure you got your passports and all the paperwork you need to have. Make sure you have money. Make sure you have supplies and things in the house that we should be thinking about anyway. I said I was going to stop. You know, I know Christmas comes, so it's going to be a big Christmas in the United States. All that red, they're going to shop till they drop. Do you have something that they can buy? See, Tony said, turn that thing around. All that red, all of them are happy. They all got their person, the one who going to save America. And they're going to be shopping. Do you have something that they can buy? I like that, Tony. I like that. Do you have something that, do you have something that they can buy? Now, you may not want to sell the hats. Do you have something that they can buy? Do you have a business that they need? Because they all going to be happy. They will show how what he said he's going to, he got black and white and Puerto Rican and everybody just in love with him. And so we on a honeymoon between now and January 20th. What can you sell them? What can you offer to be sold during this time right now? What shirt, what t-shirt, what cup, what cap, what do you have that can be purchased? What business service do you have? You know, because business is business and BS is BS. As he said, Tony said, create you something and get on the side of the 1%. See, the 1% of the millionaires, see, many of that red, they're not millionaires. They're not on the 1%. They red though. They red. So we need to let them stay red while you jump over into the 1%. Because you've been working on your business plan. You've been working on your grants. You've been working on, you see, you don't have to worry about getting a government contract. You know, you're gonna have something that somebody wants. And if you got the right something somebody wants, then you need to try to get into that 1%. Because I just think that we are going to be able to survive all this. Oh, it's going to be some turmoil. It's going to be some turmoil. We know that. But what's the but? The but is, Joshua Giles said that we're Christians. And we know what to do. And we're going to know how to get through it. One of the things that Tony said, turn your disadvantage into an advantage. So after the 20, whatever that's being said, then you figure out how to turn that disadvantage, if it's a disadvantage, into an advantage for you and your family. Right now, it's you and your family. People on the other side of the screen, it's you and your family. You and your family. Pull your family together. Pull stuff together. You know where it is. Know where all your this and that and the other, first, second, and third that you're going to need for 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, and 7. Find all your stuff. Get all your paperwork together. You know, see, you don't have to be sitting up here lamenting over somebody. That's another human being. And you know what's coming. But the red doesn't know what's coming. So since the red doesn't know what's coming and you know what's coming, then get ready, get ready, get ready. And let the red find out. Because we all going to find out. This is not going to be a shock to us. We're not going to be shocked. We're not going to be shocked. We say, okay. And then they're going to be like, what? We already told you all, but you didn't listen. So we still got things to do. We still got things to do. And we need to find a way to get those things done that God sent you here to do. There's purpose on your life. It is. I keep talking to you about that purpose. And I keep talking to you about getting older without getting old. But there's purpose on your life. You just didn't drop here on this earth to not have a purpose. And your purpose may come out even more after January 20th. So your purpose, you may say, oh my God, this was going on? Well, I know how to do this. And bam, purpose. You see? Or right now you can say, wow, I think I'll do this. I mean, because if the tension in the air needs to be the tension that's going to get you going on what your purpose is that you're missing. That's what it is. I'm telling you, you can't use the presidency as an excuse for not succeeding. It doesn't matter. Do you think the 1% cares who the president is? They don't care. During COVID, I called all my friends. I said, we pray that we can get through this. But when we come out on the other side, we're gonna have a product. And all of us had something on the other side. All of us used that whole time of staying in the house. Some people was like bored in the house. And if I know what I know now, I would have gone on YouTube. I didn't know to get on YouTube. I had a channel since 2007. Didn't even remember I had it. But I'm saying, think about what you have and cultivate that. Cultivate all that smart that's on the other side of the screen. Cultivate, like, when the hand goes up, what you gonna be saying? When the hand goes up on January 20th, the day is November, 6, 7? And the hand goes up on the 20th. There's a space in there. It's called Christmas. It's called Thanksgiving. It's called holiday festivities. It's called all of that. Go out and spend all your money. Buy everybody everything. But the red gonna do that. But you're not gonna do that. You're not gonna do that. You're gonna look at some investment. If the stock market's right now, it's a good time to get your stock going right now. Get your stock, pull it out, pull the money out. I mean, I'm not that person. I shouldn't say pull the money out. But go find you some people that got that financial background to watch where the stock is going, and then where is it going up to between now and January 25th. If everything is flashing, then go get some of that flashing. Pull it out, okay? Get just jump in this thing. It's not doomsday. No, it's not doomsday. It's time for you. It's a shot in the arm. It's what it is. It's a shot in the foot, in the leg, wherever that shot, wherever you felt that bullet, when you heard who won, wherever that bullet came, then you pluck that bullet out, baby, and get on it, doggone it. I listened to Tony today, and I like him, Tony Gaskell. He don't need me, and he don't need me to support him. What I like about him is that he's centered on Christ. That's what I like about him. And so, having said that, he said, get on your grind. Get on your grind. Now, you can go and find, his is an hour long. He says, get on your grind. Get on your grind. And invest in yourself and your business. Invest in yourself and your business. See, you got this window here, and I'm telling you, everybody happy. Ooh, everybody happy. You can just go out all across America right now. People just be grinning at you and smiling, all the others, okay? They all just happy. You can ask them everything, anything, they're going to give it to you right now. Mm-hmm. Okay? Between now and January 20th. Listen to me now. You need to prepare. You're supposed to be preparing anyway, but you're going to double down on your preparation. You got 6 weeks to double down. I told my daughter, I said, I'm going to, I told you I was going to take some bags of clothes. I'm going to move some stuff. See, in order for stuff to come in, you got to move some stuff out the way. All right? So move the old out, because some new going to come in. See, let me tell you. There are people who want that check. I cannot believe that people voted like they voted because they want that check. And I want him to go ahead and send one out. I ain't gonna be mad with nobody about getting it. If that's what you could be, 30 bags, 30 pieces of silver, however it is. Send the check out so everybody can be happy. He might send the check out on the day he raised his hand, but on the day he raised his hand, be prepared. On January 20th. On January 20th, you don't need to be calling anybody trying to get it together on January 20th. Did you just hit? No. Today, November, you heard he won. Okay. Congratulations to the Red. They got the Senate and they're gonna might have a house, and he got Katanja. She just sitting there. She's just a warm body up there in the Supreme Court because he got the Supreme Court. And they have given him carte blanche. He's a man who's friends with Putin and Elon Musk and Kim Jong. He's all that. Are y'all paying attention to what's going on? And you say, I gotta go. What you gotta do? You gotta go see about your stuff. Mm-hmm. Line up everything, because you don't know what's gonna happen when they raise their hand. You don't be looking for anything. And if you could make some money between then and now, because people want to buy. People want to buy. You just need to find the people who want to buy your stuff. They want to buy because they're happy. You've never seen people so happy in America. It's right now. That because he said he's gonna make America great again, which includes a number of things that could mean the disappearing of some people and the internment camps of some people. Don't know. We don't know that. But we know that we're not going to sit and wait and see and not be prepared. Do you have everything you need to make you some money? Are you investing wisely? Do you know where everything is in your house? Do you know where your children are? Have you reached out to your other family members? Have you gotten your business together? Have you gotten your LLCs? Have you, if you can make you can make $1 million in 8 weeks. You can do it in 8 weeks. You can make $1 million in 8 weeks, according to all the YouTubers and all them people, So why don't you start it? Start the process. Start the 8 weeks to $1 million process, and see what happened was. I love saying that. I just want you to know that. I just want you to know at the end of the day, when the person won that won, that the map is red. If that don't send you a message, nothing. You can't. You don't know messaging. The map was red. I'm talking about deep, bloody red. If you don't get a message about this country said, we want another America. And some parts of the country, the people who want another America, they don't want me. And they don't want you. But the message has been sent. And supposedly, they want a better economy. And women's production rights, forget that. They're not interested in that. It's all about the economy. He's going to make America great again, economically. And so, in the meantime, what are you doing about making your life, and your family, and keeping it on a great status? Because that's already great. What are you doing to make it greater, make it better? What are you doing? What are you studying? What are you reading? What program are you looking at? What are you listening to that's going to help, move your family forward? You see, you got to think about you and your family right now. Right now it's about you and your family and you. What are you doing? See, some of that we've been doing, with all these years between now and January 20th. You need to do something else, baby. You need to do something else. Georgianne can't tell you what the something else is. I can only say that you need to shift gears and get your grind together. Can I say it again? Reno, for the people in the back. You need to shift gears and get your grind together. Get it together, people. Whatever that is. And you said, I'm 75 years old. And what does that mean? That means that you need to know about all that's going on with you and your family and where they are. And, you need, who has the money and what the insurances are, and, where you might want to travel, and which among you can come together, and the 75-year-old, and the 65-year-old, and the 25-year-old come together with an idea that the red might want right now, because it's all red, and they buying from everybody because they're happy between now and January 20th. I'm just saying, think fiscally. Think you, and Myron Golden tells you how to think fiscally with, is that a word I made up there? Think with a fiscal mind. I'm gonna say fiscally. It sounds good. Myron Golden tells you how to do that with Genesis in chapter with the Genesis chapter 1 in the Bible, because he says everything you need to know about business is in Genesis 1, and he teaches that all the time. I'm just trying to tell you all, stop giving into the external, move to the internal, and understand who still is in charge. Who is in charge? You have nothing to fear but fear except who is in charge. We know who's in charge. And on January 20th, we're going to find out. January 20th, we're going to find out where you are, where they are, but who's really in charge. I love you. And you can't do anything about it.